Привет, comrades, TF here. I just finished my second day of training, and honestly, it was horrific. I don't know, it was definitely something. First day I was kind of sick, so, you know, I get that. This day, they kind of made me sick. We had infection control come and talk to us, and they told us all about how to clean bed sheets, and how to clean up fecal matter, and blood, and throw up, and how to dispose of needles after you give someone a shot, and everything else, and I'm not sure what's going on there. There was a lot of us there who trained for different positions, so I'm hoping that it's just the nurses, because I was told I'd just be handing out pills. I cannot do fluids, I cannot do waste, I can't do any of that stuff. Like, I literally threw up during the training. Like, I can't do that stuff. Imagine me seeing it, smelling it, and actually having to touch it. I can't. No. And I highly respect people who can, because it's a big thing that you can do that. Like, you are the top line of my respect. You deserve, like, the most money in the world, because I can't do that shit. I can't. I can't. Like, even when I was... Shit, what's going on? Ambulance. Shit. Shh. Quiet. I'm not filming. What the hell? It must have just happened, because we're not moving whatsoever. Shite. You guys in front row seat. Like, I had to slam my brakes. He was right over the hill, and so I couldn't see anything. Like, he was right behind the hill. Oh. I can't see what's happening because there's a truck in front of me. But I'm sure it's something. Because I see the ambulance across the street, across the road, yeah. People are kind of in the median, walking around. I don't know. But I mean, I guess I'll continue my story while I'm parked. So, like I said, that's a really high thing for me. But there was a lot of us training. Like, some trained to be food workers, some trained to work for administrative, some nurses, and then most of us were psychiatric nurses, which is what I'm training for. And I'm really hoping all those, like, warnings and lessons and all that were for the nurses. Because, again, I can't do that. Like, nurses, wow, you definitely, like, you're amazing. I can't do that. I can't do that whatsoever. Are we going to have to U-turn? Like, I'm not sure what's going on. But, so yeah, I hope that's for the nurses. Definitely food service worker wouldn't need to know how to do that. So, an administrative shouldn't even know how to do that. So, I guess I'm okay? I don't know. Well, they had us read different situations and stuff. And, you know, like, in this situation, what did this person do wrong? And one of the examples was P&A, which is my position. And, like, he did something else wrong, but, like, he was changing sheets in the example. And, you know, like, changing sheets and throw up and stuff on him. And it's like, I didn't sign up for that, you know? So, come on, asshole. There's a bunch of trucks who are going into the median to go around the accident. Come on, you dicks. There's a reason why it's blocked off, and it's not so you can go fucking around it. I hate people. It's like, just because you're a truck doesn't mean you can break the motherfucking law, biatch. Just, I hate trucks to begin with. When they do this shite, I can't deal with this shite. Like, that truck almost ran over the ambulance worker. Like, what the hell, dude? Get the fuck off the median. Few things get me worked up. Well, when you're literally breaking the law and endangering someone. I can't deal with your shite. Oh, my fucking Schleiferechter. Can't do this. Jesus. Ah, and now a van's doing it. Come on, dicks. Guess it's 4-wheel drive vans or whatever. I'm in a motherfucking sports car. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. And I didn't want to break the motherfucking law. And the van almost hit the ambulance worker. Okay, great. It's like there's a reason why you're not supposed to do that. And it's because it's literally an emergency. Like he's rushing to the car to help someone. And you almost ran him fucking over. Holy fucking shite. Can't deal with this. Just how stupid you have to be. I can't. Okay, cars are starting to pull back onto the road because some people had pulled over during the incident. So starting to clear up, it looks like. Partly. Now another van's going through the median. Dude, the road's literally clearing up. Don't... And now another van's going in the median. What the hell? Okay, I see the incident. A logging truck broke down in the middle of the fucking road. Brilliant! And it looks like 3 or 4 cars got hit. Great. Okay. And some asshole and a sports car is attempting to do the median thing. That is not going to work. There we go. They directed us onto the shoulder, which clearly doesn't fit people's cars. You know, it's meant to be like maybe a walking person would. Okay. So got around that. But people are going through the median. What the fuck is your problem? What damn? Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean to go on a full rant like that. I really didn't expect that to happen. Only in Texas, huh? Only in Texas are people stupid enough to drive on the motherfucker. No, I won't. I've yelled enough about that. Okay. Stupid. Okay. I'm not gonna yell about that anymore. Okay. But yeah, it's the second day of training. Let's try to get back on that concept there. It was weird, again, because of that reasoning. Like, I really do. I shouldn't need to be trained in all that. Like, it's not my job description. Which I did actually get my job description. So it's not my job description. So don't, like, I didn't want to do that. And then I also found out they lied to us about my hours, which is going to make me really upset. So when I interviewed and everything, they told me that I'd have weekends off. And that's probably one of the #1 reasons I accepted this job, because my boyfriend has weekends off, and I figured we could spend the time together, you know, go on dates or something, go to the movies, maybe we could just lay in bed together. But, you know, we had time to see each other, because we rarely see each other, because I have work all the time, and he has work during the week, and I'm really busy on weekends for work. So he was like, we both have weekends off now, and it would be great. Well, I don't have weekends off, or I might, you never know. They said, yeah, you'll have 2 days off in a row, but it won't necessarily be the weekend. Like, it could be a Monday, Tuesday, or a Thursday, Friday, or something like that. It's like, that's definitely false advertising. Like, yeah, I'm still getting the same amount of days off as you promised, but, like, I chose the position because I got weekends off. Not for any other reason. Like, I definitely, like, no. If I wanted to work weekends, I'd stay at Dollar General. I'd probably make more money, too. Because this job I'm making pretty maybe a few dollars more than Dollar General, but I chose it mostly to get my foot in the door because I want to be, a psychiatrist. And so I figured I'd start at the lowest level, which is the psychologist, the psychologist assistant, which is essentially what I am. So, psychiatry, if you don't know psychology branches, psychiatrist is the highest, you need a doctorate for that. And then it's psychologist, which you need a master's. And then it's just a licensed therapist, which usually you need a master's, but some places let you do it, like some states let you do it at a bachelor's. Texas is not one of them. And then, of course, there's assistants, which you just need a GED. So I'm starting as an assistant. And, I figured I'd be handing out medication, just be like, hey, how you doing? Because there's not many psychiatrists and all that. They said there's only about 10 psychiatrists in the entire, building, all the buildings added together. So that's not very many for, 300-something patients, So they can't see everyone all the time. So psychologists are, daily counseling for a lot of them. And there's not very many of them either. I think there's only, 25. So there's really not enough people there. But, so I'd assume, since I can't legally counsel with my degree, I would just be there to, make sure they're okay. If someone needs a counseling appointment, I would help them schedule one, maybe for a while, but, I'd help maybe choose which one seems to be more severe, like this guy is really suicidal, and that guy is just kind of doing a maintenance thing. Is there a possibility we can switch this, I figured I'd basically just be a schedule keeper, and walk in, make sure they're okay, make sure they take their medication if okay, did you take your pills today? I figured that would be it. It sounded kind of too easy, but at the same time a necessary position. And I figured, it sounds too easy because it's, it's something you need, a GED for, so it's not like a bachelor's degree thing. It's probably why it seems too easy, because, I'm overqualified for my bachelor's. But now they're talking about all these sheets and stuff, and giving shots, and all that, and I'm not qualified for that. I don't have a nursing certification, which I'm pretty sure you need. I don't have any of that. No. Believe me, that's not what I want to go for. I do not want to be a nurse whatsoever. No. Highly love you guys. I could not do that job. I have no desire to do that job. No. So, I don't know what's going on. I am starting to really regret taking this position. But I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe this really is just the nurse's job, and they're just training everyone on it in case of some sort of emergency we need to help out or something. I'm not sure, but I'm starting to really regret taking this job. But I'm gonna try to wait it out at least, see if something happens. And at least wait it out till the end of training, And whenever that is, as I told you, we have no idea when it is, because they keep changing the date. So at least until the end of training, I don't know. I don't know this. Rusk has a horrible reputation. Rusk Mental Hospital is known as the worst mental hospital in the state of Texas. It is also the biggest mental hospital in the state of Texas. Even bigger than, the one in Austin. So it's a pretty big deal. And I was so it has a bad reputation. But that was just because it's been here for basically ever. It's been here since, the 1800s. And so it has a bad reputation because they used to do electroshock therapy and lobotomies. And they would torture and beat the patients to make them shut up. They would lock them in rooms where they claw at the walls. They would, starve them. They would have, 1,000 in a room that only fits 20. They were known to be horrific, but all mental hospitals were like that in the 80s. Or 1800s, not 80s, believe me. So I was like, yeah, that's... They're all pretty much like that probably until the 80s. So I didn't, it had a bad reputation, but it's nearby, about an hour away. And I'm sure it's just because it's old. Every mental hospital has a bad reputation, it's that old. I figured that was it, But now I'm starting to see it may have a bad reputation for other reasons. It's been kind of annoying. I didn't mention it yesterday, but they had a list of certain shots you needed before you could start. And I already have this shot, but they have a rule where if you are part of the LGBT community and or polygamous, you have to have extra shots. So they described it as an at-risk population because men get AIDS more, and, you know, gay men get AIDS, and polygamous people just sleep around everywhere, which obviously pisses me the fuck off, because it's like, no, just because we have more than one partner doesn't mean we're not safe. And it still goes back to that stupid idea back in like the 80s and stuff that gay men have AIDS. I mean, yeah, a lot of them did back then and such, but it's not like every fucking gay man has AIDS. You know, like, I ain't got AIDS. So, kind of, I don't know. I already had the shot, so it wasn't going to be hindering me any, but it did make me pretty mad that it was required just because of my sexuality and because I have more than one partner. Like, I mean, I could have probably lied about that and been like, no, I'm straight, I have a wife, you know, whatever. I could have lied about that, but, I mean, it's just stupid that it's required for people like that. And it's the hepatitis B shot. And I know that one's not technically AIDS, it's hepatitis, which is different, but it's still, you know, basically an STD. So we have to be treated for an STD that the others don't have to be treated for, because we're an at-risk group. So they pulled aside certain people who would identify as the at-risk group, based on, you know, conversations we were having and such. Like, you know, I mentioned my partner and stuff. And I said partner, I never said boyfriend, but, you know, they kind of assume when you say partner. And it's all these other people. And so they pulled aside a gay guy who's been married for pretty much since it was legal. And he's been with his husband for, like, ever. Like, 30-something years. They pulled aside him. Pulled aside me. Pulled aside two girls who, I'm not sure if they were lesbian or pan or bi or whatever. I just know they were currently dating women. And they pulled aside an asexual. Which I was talking to my boyfriend about, that was kind of strange. Because of all people, they're not having any sex. So why do they have to be treated for STDs and such? I don't know, I guess their idea is, oh, you're not... Maybe you're gonna get someone later on or something. Or maybe you're just saying you're not sexually active because you don't want to come out as gay or something. I don't know. But they got all of us. We had to get a special class about STDs and condoms and preventing infection. All the stuff basically, you know, like a basic health ed class. And yeah, that's important for people, but like, why am I learning this at my job, and why am I being singled out to learn this? No. That was... I feel like that's a big issue there. It's like my boyfriend was saying, he doesn't think this is a good place. He says there's a really bad feeling that they're going to be taking advantage of a lot of us, and that they're not going to be treating us well, and that I'm going to end up doing way more work than I am qualified or hired for. And he says it's a very bad feeling, but at this point, I didn't really have much of an option. I already left Dollar General officially, and, you know, like, I guess I could keep doing the job hunt, but I don't know what the process would be to leave. Do you just, like, can you leave during training? I don't think so. And they said there's 6 months of, what do they call it, I guess trial? I don't know, but it's like 6 months before you can, like, get any visitation leave or sick leave or anything like that. So, can you not leave within the 6 months? Like, if I find somewhere better? I'm not sure about that, but I'm not feeling good about this job. I thought, you know, I was just overreacting, but now I'm starting to see it doesn't seem to be that good of a job. I mean, it's good if I knew up front what I was going to be doing. Like, if I knew up front I'd be cleaning the rope and stuff, I never would have applied. And I would, you know, be happy that someone, you know, could do that. Like, good job on you. but I never would have applied, never whatsoever. I wouldn't even have considered it. I just would have like skipped to the next one. Like I wouldn't even looked at it or anything. No, like because I even researched the position. You know, before they explained to me what it was, I even researched it, and it was basically just a psychologist helper, like I told you, with doing pills and such. And you know, I told you I wasn't really sure what my job would be. I just kind of accepted it right away because it was a position. But you know, they did tell me, of course, that I get weekends off, everything else, and I knew the title meant psychologist helper. You know, so I was like, okay, you know, I'm going to be doing this stuff, and I looked it up after I accepted the job, which I probably shouldn't have done. But anyway, you know, it still proved what I was saying, that I'd be doing, you know, pills and such. So I was like, okay, you know, it reiterates what I was already believing, and cool, you know, like that's all I'll be doing. So I don't know what's going on, especially that weekend thing. That's really bugging me because that was actually promised. I mean, I could probably pull the actual like ad on the hiring website that says weekends off. Like, they didn't just tell me in person, like it was written, weekends off. So I don't know about that. It's looking very fishy. I don't know. I don't know. Well, there is a good thing they offer, which makes me kind of want to stay, but also not. I don't think it's worth it. I don't know. When you go to you can go back to college, and if you do it part-time, you could work part-time, and they'll pay you full-time hours. So, like, you can work only 18 hours or something, but get paid for 40, which is pretty good. The only thing is that after you graduate, of course, however long it took you, you owe back to the state. So if it took you 2 years to get your master's or whatever, then you're required to work for that hospital for 2 years. And you can move positions and such, but you're required to work at the hospital for 2 years. It's, you know, like paying it back and such. And, you know, that's great and all. The thing is, again, I don't want to be in a contract, have to work there for 2 years. Because the place seems like shite. Honestly, the whole building looks like it's going to collapse any second. Everything is rusted, the paint's peeling off the walls. A lot of buildings are, like, propped up with bricks. Like, they're not even, like, well, you know, like, foundation on them. There's some holes through some of the buildings and such. I mean, like, it's a rusted mess on a lot of the ladders. Like, the ladders look like you take one long step and the whole thing will crumble under your feet. And I'm just like, I don't like this. You know, the front entrance looked great, so I never noticed that. And then we started looking at other buildings or walking around, getting the whole, like, tour. And I'm like, oh, they just painted the main building to make it look good. But everywhere behind it looks like horrific shite. I know it's a lot of upkeep and things like that, and it's an old place, but I mean, it doesn't take much to at least fix some things. Like some of the things were literally just like regular ladders, like people would bring for like cleaning and such, and they had like rusted holes through them. I wouldn't want to step on that. I'd fucking break my ankle or something. Like, I would probably fall off, like, really badly. So, you know, I wouldn't want to use that. I mean, I probably wouldn't, because I would be like a groundskeeper or something. But that's insanely dangerous and easy to replace. But there's other things, you know, actually winding stairs around the buildings and such. And those are also in bad shape with holes in them and such. Those are like the emergency exits. Like, if there's an emergency, I don't want to become a worse emergency. Like, if it's a fire or something, I don't want the new risk to be the ladder broke and I can't get out. Or, you know, we fell through the ladder and now we're injured and someone else has to carry us away from the building or something. Like, that's, no. I mean, the paint thing, that's just, you know, not pretty. So I can do that. But, like, I feel like they should have fixed the foundation at least. Like, yeah, you'd have to shut down that building for a while to rebuild it, and, you know, a big issue with patients, like, where you're going to put them and stuff. And it could take a while. I do get the reasons behind that, but, like, I don't know. And the plumbing doesn't even work most of the places. Like, the water fountains don't work. pretty much all the female bathrooms I'm told are out of order except for like one. Of course, I didn't go in there. The male bathroom is literally a trough, like for horses, like a feeding trough. There's no urinals, there's no toilets, really, there's nothing. It's just literally a giant trough. And I'm like, what am I gonna do there? I can't, like, you know, like, what am I gonna do? Maybe in the building I'm stationed in, it's not gonna be like that because there's other buildings. But, you know, it's a trough. I ain't got nothing to use to even use the urinal. And those are still somewhat secluded. This isn't like, there's no bars in it at all. It's literally just a giant trough with a drain on the bottom. That's it. There's a little sink next to it, but like, that is literally it. So, you know, it's like, what am I gonna do? Or just plain and simply, even if I was a cis guy, I wouldn't want to use that right next to someone. Like, would you want to, like, I mean, like, it's not even a big trough, it's kind of like a small one, and like, do you take turns? Do you try to use it at the same time? Like, I wouldn't want to, it definitely doesn't seem safe in any way, or just hygienic. Especially for a hospital, you think they'd be super hygienic. It definitely doesn't seem that way. Plus, I mean, the AC kept breaking too. And I know, like, I can't expect the best, because, you know, schools and stuff, AC breaks, and all the places like that, you know, AC breaks, or water issues, or whatever else. But, like, it's a hospital. I feel like it should be better than other places, because it has a higher standard, you know? Because it's literally health. I mean, basic hygiene should be, like, #1 health. You know? I mean, also, everything requires cash. Like, if you want to use the vending machines, or buy anything in the canteen, or anything like that, get some coffee, or any of that, you have to have exact change. And I don't carry cash whatsoever. I use my card everywhere. And it wouldn't be the biggest annoyance, but, I mean, like, it wouldn't be, like, a big, like, I'm gonna leave because of this reason. But it's still pretty annoying, because it's like, what do I do? Go to ATM, and then try to get it broken down or something by someone else? Because I would need, like, ones and like, some of it, you know, only takes quarters. Like, I don't, well, what do I do? So I'm not, that would have just been more of an annoyance than anything else. There's a lot of food places nearby, which is great. I didn't kind of expect that. They did also tell us we're only, like, during training we get an hour lunch, but after that we're only going to get 30-minute lunch. And I feel like, especially working for the state of Texas, they should be in huge trouble for that. Because for every 4 hours worked, you're required to get a 30-minute lunch. And we'll be working 8-hour shifts. So you would get an hour lunch, as is law. Like, even Dollar Generals follow that, and they don't follow most laws. Like, that's literally the law. And I feel like you're literally working for the state. Shouldn't you follow your own laws? Like, that's kind of #1 you should do. I mean, they say, you know, because they're shorthanded, they'll need you back, like, really fast and help out more. And it's like, okay, yeah, I get you're shorthanded, but you still gotta follow the law. It just, it seems very iffy. Like, they're really getting away with a lot because they're not getting checks, it seems. Like, they're in mental hospital, so no one wants to bother checking them. They're just like, okay, you know, whatever. Or maybe they know it's not good, but they don't want to deal with the issue of having to shut it down and finding new places for everyone, relocating, you know. I feel like that might be the issue. They just don't want to worry about restarting it. They don't want to, you know, what are they going to do with the hundreds of employees that work there? Because there's almost 1,000 employees. Like, what are they going to do with them? They're going to put all of them out of work? And they work for the state, so shoot, I'm assuming there's probably some sort of protection there, so the state would have to relocate them or something, and then all the patients have to be relocated. I feel like that's the only reason it's not shut down currently. Like, it is a horrific place, it seems. And I don't know, I was willing to look past it not being pretty, and the bad reputation, because, you know, it's an old place. But, I don't know, it's not seeming very good, guys. I mean, I'm gonna at least give it training, you know, like, I'm gonna finish the training program at least, to, see how bad it gets. I don't know. On the 15th, I believe, or is it the 16th? Maybe the 15th. but we're actually going to be doing our rounds. We're actually going to meet our supervisors finally and doing our jobs. Like, we're not just going to be a regular training situation. Like right now, it's just training with everyone involved, like every position. Then we're actually going to be breaking apart and doing training with our actual supervisors and seeing day-to-day life. Like, we're actually going to do a walk along and see what the job really is. And so, I mean, I guess I'll wait till then to see what my position really is. I don't know, but also required to have scrubs by then. Because I'll be walking on the floor and they'll need to like separate us and such. And scrubs are kind of expensive. People say you can find some at Walmart for like $20 each piece, or $14 each piece, depending on depending on how good quality you get it. And it's still like, even if they're $14, that's still $28 you have to pay. Or if they're $20, that's $40. That's just one outfit. You're gonna need like 3 or 4 of them, because they're obviously gonna get diseased and infected, and you'll need to wash them or anything else. And I mean, other people are saying that certain colors you can't find at Walmart. They can only find online, and they're like $40 a piece. And it's like, that's $80, and you're just gonna buy like 4 pairs of that. Like, that's more than your entire paycheck. Like, and they say the color I need's at Walmart, yeah, but it's like, I don't want to go and spend all that money on scrubs, even if I get the cheap ones, and then like not stay for the position. But I also don't want to leave until I figure out what the job actually is. So it's a complicated thing, because I want to make sure it's actually a job I like, but at the same time I can't get the actual like walk through and figure out what the job actually is until I have the scrubs. So it's I mean, I guess I could keep the scrubs for cosplay or something afterwards. I don't know, because I'd only buy probably 1 pair at first, just to make sure. I know, but I'm also, I don't know how hygienic that'll be too, because we'll need the scrubs for like the whole month, starting on the 15th. So it's like, I don't want to wear one outfit every single day, except for weekends, at least, because training has weekends off at least. But it's like, I can't wear the same, like, that's disgusting. I mean, some people wear like shirts underneath them, so I guess I could do that and then change the shirt underneath it. But the top one's still gonna get dirty. Like, it won't get your sweat or whatever on it, yeah, but it's still gonna get like hospital stuff on it, like just being outside, better yet being in a hospital setting. Like, there's germs everywhere. Like, I wouldn't wear an outfit to Walmart and then like rewear it the next day. No, it's germy now.